So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviours, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out. Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to have a look at Bitcoin just briefly and then transfer that information over to, I suppose, the XRP chart, which again, a lot of people are concerned about, I can see, but there's really nothing to be concerned of. As far as I can see, everything's doing more than okay. Considering if you think back maybe, 2-3 months, less than that, 2 months ago, everybody was calling bear market, the end is nigh. But to be honest with you, it's far from it. I mean, I'm all for the end of the cycle, being around the corner. I'm prepared for that. But for the moment, it looks like the upside is the only place to be. So this is Bitcoin. Looks to me like it's just consolidating at a high level. There's really not much else to it. We can measure these wicks again. We had FOMO to an extent, but we've got a triangle formation going on in here. Yeah, we are sort of getting towards the edge of the apex, which means that if we did have a breakout, it might just be a fake out like this one here and then come straight back down to the bottom side of the range. We could easily break down for a short spell down to 58,600, bottom of the Bollinger Band there on the daily. That's also the 200 exponential more or less on the 4 hourly, so a very strong support level down there. So if we had a fake out, breakdown, and then break down to this level, this would be the area that we would see probably a very significant and aggressive bounce. So Bitcoin's looking pretty good. We're turning up here on the MACD. So, but the problem is that we're talking about this on Sunday. Sundays are a bit of a weird day, probably the worst day to try and trade or anticipate anything. Coming into next week though, yeah, that's my expectation. We had a bounce on the 21 exponential where we bounced from already, or we break down a little further in the face of either a fake out or just a breakdown, and then we resolve this to continue up. The money flow index is turning up as well nicely, so I've got no problems with Bitcoin at all. So thinking about that with XRP, this is XRP with the Bitcoin chart, death crossed here on the daily, no big deal. We get golden cross followed by death cross. The inevitable golden cross that comes out of this one should be the one that launches it up to its probably its all-time high, at least moving it up to these previous peaks over here. So we got two wiki kind of peaks here. Whoopsie daisy me, what the heck happened there? So two areas over here, about 3,700 or 3,800 sats. That would be the first area of significance, I would say. That's just a nice even 100% move from where we're at right now. Again, that's versus sats. If we're thinking about where this could possibly take us versus its own tether pairing, it would be getting up to the higher $2 region. And again, we are talking about XRP, so it moves when it wants to move, but it usually gives us signs and indications that it does want to move. If we're looking at this chart here versus tether, it's been bullish for a little while. We had a golden cross over here, we had a nice big run up, we had a test of the 200 exponential, which is what it likes to do. Nice big move up, and a retest of more or less the 200 exponential, big move up. The main area to hold against is this $1.16 really, $1.16 area. Holding above there is going to be great. What we need to see is moving averages start to cross above there. That will add this area as basically a very strong support zone. And until we get moving averages above there, yeah, we can have breakdowns, which is kind of what we've already seen. We had this big move up, breakdown to essentially the breakout zone, $1.10. That was tested yesterday, giving us that opportunity, or that was the opportunity to get involved in it. Today, 10 exponential seems to be holding, so I'm pretty much in favour of this playing out, to the tune of 100% gain versus Bitcoin. So this is brewing a very strong move. The only thing is that we're talking about XRP here, and it can lag. It can lag for quite an inordinate amount of time. But looking at this situation that's going on here, it just very much looks like a consolidation that's continuing from this first original from the double bottom basically here from 50s. The lower 50s, and we're still playing out the consolidation. Consolidations for XRP are always very choppy, and this is what's going on here. So we're going to continue to be choppy until it breaks out, and then it'll be one of those instances where people say to me, they're DMing me saying, is it too late to buy XRP as it's rallying above the $2 zone? And I'll be like, look, I cover XRP enough to put the message out there that when we touch a 200 exponential moving average on the daily for XRP, it's an educated guess that it will have a decent reaction from there. Whether it's actually on it or just slightly below it, that's always the opportunity to pick some up. If you miss that opportunity, then you miss it. Don't ask me again about where you should be buying it, especially when it's rallying. All right. So all eyes on XRP. I'm pretty confident it's going to work out. The only problem is time. But as far as this chart's concerned, it could be any minute. Anyway, like I say, it is Sunday, so we just have to let this day pass. I'm hoping to do the Patreon live stream again tonight. Couldn't do it last night because my little girl decided to have a puke-a-thon. She's not very well. She's been puking all day, all night. She's still puking again now, so I can't I can't guarantee that the live stream will take place. Hopefully it will, but I can't make any guarantees. There is a puke-a-thon going on in my house right now. Anyway, that's why I've got to get going right now. Lots of washing to do, and all kinds of nursing to pick up on. So good luck with your trades. Don't do anything irrational on a Sunday. Let's wait for the week to commence, and yeah, hope you have a nice day and take it easy.